Hello everyone, it's been a while. We kind of had a winter storm here and I just haven't been in the mood, I guess, to make a video, which is not good when you're trying to create a new YouTube channel. So bear with me. I want to name the channel. So I know I want it lifestyle, self-care, inspiration, and I've got lots of interest, like most people do. And if you see things in the corner, that just is like my lamp and stuff like that. But this table is full of stuff that I want to share with you. But I first want to share just a little bit of a quote. I've been kind of into Joe Dispenza lately. And my New Year's resolution sort of was to find some sort of meditation. And I am the worst at meditation. I'm the worst at sitting still. My mind wanders, and I can't focus. And so meditation, I felt, would help me do that. So I want to read a couple of quotes. Part of it is, I had someone that I knew very close to me that was kind of going through a little something, and they're so close to me that when they're going through it, I'm not going through it too, but I'm praying intensely for them and just trying to find a word that I can give them. So I started looking up Joe Dispenza quotes, which kind of got me off onto, I created an entire video for this person. I didn't tell them they had to watch it, but I was driving to work and I thought, I'm just going to put this all on a video. And if they want to see it, they will watch it. And if they don't have to. Let's just click it off. So it was easier than actually talking to them and forcing them to listen to everything I had to say. They could click off or fast forward. But I want to read just a few quotes, and then I'll tell you the quote that kind of stuck out to me. But Joe Dispenza, look him up if he's a doctor, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Look him up if you have not. It's very interesting, and he's very interesting, and he's very positive. So I'm going to read a few of them. Here's one. This is from his book, or some of these may be books, or some of them may be a series. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is how to lose your mind and create a new one. That's his either series that he speaks, or it's a book. I'm not sure. Okay, here's the quote. A memory without the emotional charge is called wisdom. There you go. And this is from the same book or series. Can you accept the notion that once you change your internal state, you don't need the external world to provide you with a reason to feel joy, gratitude, appreciation, or any other elevated emotion? You don't need anyone else to give you that approval. So the same book, maybe these are all from the same one. We should never wait for science to give us permission to do the uncommon. If we do, then we are turning science into another religion. Great word. And here's the one that kind of took me into sort of thinking of just my own life story, I guess. If you want a new outcome, you will have to break the habit of being yourself and reinvent a new self. To me, that's a very deep. If you want a new outcome, that's meaning that if you're in a situation that you're not seeing any change, you are probably relying on your old self, and you have your old way of thinking, your old way of approaching things. And he says you have to break the habit of being yourself and reinvent a new self. So when I was telling this person, I gave them these quotes, and then I started thinking about just times that you've been through something difficult or struggle or whatever it is, and you got through that. God got you through that. We always forget those times, of the times when God got us through something. And the Israelites actually laid down stones, or they built a monument, or usually they named it something. And I can't remember exactly what the name was, but it could be, this is the God who got us through the Red Sea, or this is the God who healed me. This is the God who provided for me. So I told the person to lay your stones down so you remember what God has done for you. Anyway, that's my word of the day. So that's my Joe Dispenza. And actually, so my lifestyle channel, I don't know what to name it. Okay, so I didn't think of, sorry, AI. Oh my gosh, we're going to get into so much trouble with AI. But AI thought of this. So the names that I could have: Unfiltered Life Waves, not sure. Whole Human Project, Between the Lines of Life. I kind of like that, between lines, like read between lines, it's between lines. And then Mosaic Me. Okay, those are the choices, but I've got to keep on researching that a little bit more. Okay, so I wanted to also show you, I'm finally finished with all of my Parisian collection. These have 3 beautiful candles in it. I am so excited. I'm not only so excited to sell them, but I love creating beautiful things. And if someone else appreciates it, I just love that they love it and it makes them feel happy. I think that's why I got into this so much, is that I'm able to use my creative energy for candles, for my all-purpose spray, for my lotions. I just love creating beautiful things that are fragrant and natural, obviously. So I encourage you, because I'm getting ready to talk about the Blue Zones Challenge, which they don't talk about doing any hobbies necessarily, but it is such a great distraction. This is not only a hobby, it's a business, but if you have something that you've been wanting to do, I just encourage you to do it. It helps expand your mind, because not only am I physically creating, but I'm on forums, I'm watching YouTube videos on how to create and make beautiful things, and I just have loved it so much. It's a distraction. It helps expand your mind. It helps relax you. When you create it, it brings you joy, because you're hoping to bring someone else joy. I just loved it tremendously. So it's a lifestyle channel, right? So I have so many things that I want to talk about and discuss and share, not because I think I'm great at it. This is just my other creative avenue that I love to do and create, and hopefully I can learn to edit. So that helps me just keep my mind expanding and learning. So whether someone watches this or not, I have now created something else for me or for someone else, and I've learned how to edit as well. So this is part of it, is I'm trying to also learn these angles. This is coming from above because I've got this huge chandelier right here, and it's going to be in the way, and I also want you to see down a little bit. So it's not the best angle, but I'll work on that too. You should see my setup, which is not much of anything right now. So the Blue Zones Challenge book. So yes, I did tap on that book. This is a 4-week plan for a longer, better life. We've talked about it before, but I thought I'd go more into just one country right now. So I'm going to go through the Power 9, it's called, the lifestyle habits of the world's healthiest. Oops, I just lost my place, but we'll figure it out. The world's healthiest, longest lived people, the centenarians, the ones that live to 100 years old. So Power 9, move naturally. You don't have to pump iron, you don't have to go to a gym, just move. The second one, purpose. Wake up with a purpose in mind. Why I wake up in the morning, that's your purpose. Downshift. So stress leads to chronic inflammation, we know this. You always want to take a few moments each day to remember to de-stress. So de-stressing, that's part of it. 80% rule. You want to eat with an 80% rule in mind. You will be 80% full and 20% gap of not being hungry and feeling really stuffed. Plant slant, that is number 5. Beans, fava, black, soy, lentils are the cornerstone of most centenarian diets. Meat, mostly pork, is eaten on average only 5 times per month. Very interesting, because, well, I'm on number 5, so we're going to take a little pause and talk about that just a second. Carnivore has been a big in the mainstream right now. Lots of people are going on the carnivore diet. They're swearing by the carnivore diet. I did it for a few days and felt horrible. I was trying to get because people claim that it gets your hormones leveled, it takes away inflammation. I would say this, out of all of my 6 years of college, no, it didn't take me 6 years to graduate. I have a graduate degree, but all of those years, the most important thing I learned, the most important thing is everyone is different, because I'm a registered dietitian by trade. Everyone is different. Not one size fits all. So just because someone is singing carnivore's praises does not mean it's for everyone. So that's my 2 cents on that. Now, number 6, wine at 5. People in all blue zones, and this is except for the Seventh-day Adventist. I believe they live in Loma Linda, California, which is another blue zone. They drink alcohol moderately and regularly. The trick is to drink 1 to 2 glasses per day. And this is not me. I'm not giving you any. You get with your doctor, okay? I'm reading from a book. I'm not giving any advice. But this is number 5. Drink 1 or 2 glasses per day, preferably Sardinian. And I never know how to pronounce this, and I keep thinking I'm going to look it up, but I haven't. Cananal wine with friends and or with food. And it says, no, you can't save a whole week and have 14 on one day, obviously. Okay, number 7. This is so important, I think. Belong. All but 5 of the 263 centenarians that were interviewed for this book belong to some faith-based community. Denominations didn't matter. They attended faith-based services 4 times per month. And it says it'll add 4 to 14 years of life expectancy. Wow. Loved ones first is number 8. Successful centenarians in the blue zones put their families first. That means keeping your aging parents and grandparents nearby in the home. I'm telling you, it's a blessing. I played bingo with my parents and sister the other night. So much fun. I hope it's a regular thing. And number 9, find the right tribe. Social networks of long-lived people have favorably shaped their health behaviors. Community is so important. I would say get with community. I would add something else because it's brought so much joy, is find something that you love, like gardening or creating candles, something that's going to just utilize all the gifts that God has given you. So I'm going to now read specifically from Sardinia, Italy. So I hope to add one of these every time we speak. And today, Sardinia, I can't speak on all of the countries that they focused on in this book, but Sardinia. This is home to the world's longest living men. Very interesting. So lessons from this country: eat a plant-based diet accented with meat. So it says that the classic Sardinian diet consists of whole grain bread, and I know bread is different in Italy than it is here. Here is so processed. I wonder if I can eat bread in Italy. Not sure, without any consequences from gluten. Beans, garden vegetables, fruit, and in some parts of the island, mastic oil. That's an oil from tree-related pistachio tree. It has antibacterial properties. Very interesting. Also, they eat pecorino cheese. It's made from grass-fed sheep, and it's high in omega-3s. They put their family first. They celebrate the elders. They take walks, and they drink that Cananal wine. And and they laugh with friends. Okay, so this is very interesting because I remember reading this before. It says men in the Blue Zones region are famous for their humor. They gather in the street each afternoon to laugh with and at each other. Laughter reduces stress, which can lower one's risk of cardiovascular disease. I love it. Their top foods are flatbread, barley, sourdough bread, fennel, fava beans, and chickpeas, tomatoes, almonds, milk thistle, Cananal wine, goat and sheep's milk. Beautiful. I encourage you, I don't make anything off of advertising anyone's book. I have all of 10, 15 followers. However, that brings me to the point of like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. This may not, every video I make may not be for you, but hopefully some of it is. Hopefully you can relate. Hopefully I can encourage and inspire you to do those fun things for you that you can use your creative spirit. I'm not done yet though. It sounded like I was finishing up. Okay, Blue Zone's book. And then I have this lovely little, this is from my book club. One of our friends in the book club, and I'm so sorry, Diane is the one who gave this to us. She gave us a bookmark from one of her travels. So thank you, Diane. Okay, so I've got a few, so many things to do. I'm already 17 minutes in. I got another, I am obsessed. I know people are, by day, I am a health and fitness and wellness coach. By night, I'm a candle maker and someone who loves to create natural and non-toxic products. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to show you. I have loved, this is from Bramble Berry. I have loved Bramble Berry's packaging. They have glass bottles. It doesn't have to be glass for me, but every time they have packaged something, you know that it's not going to spill, it's not going to crack. It's always beautifully packaged. Now, I also get fragrances from all different places, but I'm trying to create the best fragrance. Whether I mix it, blend it, I am trying to create the most beautiful candles. I want people to have an experience when they have my product. So, I am first going to show you, okay, I've labeled all of these, and I'm going to show you first my favorites. And what I did is I labeled that with an S, and then I'm going to correspond that to my S on my candle. Okay, so I made a candle with this fragrance, and I have not burned it yet because it hasn't been cured long enough. So this is Emerald Agave, and I'm going to I wish I had the notes here, but I don't. So let me smell this. It almost smells like this could have some, I might put it down here what it is, some citrus, maybe some pine in it. It is one of my, when I smelled it right out of the bottle, I wasn't sure about it. It's just so clean. Now that it's in the candle, this is called a cold throw for all of you that are not candle makers. It's what it smells like before it's burned or without being burned. It's got such a clean smell. Right now it doesn't smell so strong, but I did just make them a couple of days ago, and the longer it cures, usually for me anyway, the stronger it is. So this is Emerald Agave, and I really love it. So the next one, I labeled with an L. Let me find the corresponding candle. Here we go. This is Violet Moon Dance, and again, I do not have the notes, the fragrance notes, but that's okay. Y'all can look at it, or I'm going to write it for you. And okay, so for sure, that went on my mouth. For sure, I did not like this out of the bottle, but the longer I have kind of experienced it, and smelling it in a candle is beautiful, and I cannot wait to burn it. So far we have Emerald Agave, Violet Moon Dance. The third one that I liked the best is Lingonberry, and I just saw that is very big in, I think it's I can't say it, Lingonberry, in Norway. Okay, I could be totally off, but this was my favorite right out of the bottle, and it was my favorite. Oh wow, do I have? Okay, so, oh yeah, here it is. Huh. I forgot that I put it in one of these. This is my favorite in the bottle, and just right out of the bottle, it smells so beautiful. And right now I'm nose blind, so I've been smelling candles, but this, I cannot wait to burn this. This is my absolute favorite so far. That is Lingonberry. Okay, the next one that I thought was beautiful, fragrance. Oh no, okay, so now, let's see. Oh yeah, this is vanilla ginger. Oh wait, is it warm vanilla sugar? Sorry. Okay, so I am not a vanilla person. I do not like vanilla. I do not like the way vanilla smells, and it is the most popular scent. So I'm gonna have to get someone else to smell this. I know that it's popular. It smells like vanilla sugar. That's exactly what it smells like. If you love vanilla, then this is for you. But like I said, I am not a fan of vanilla. So everyone's been talking about Kentucky, not everyone. I saw Kentucky bourbon, that it was just a wonderful fragrance. I personally, this has been my least favorite fragrance. There is almost like a tobacco smell and like a strong, like a spicy smell. And that is not my favorite at all, and I did not like it out of the bottle, but I wanted to make it anyway. So the ones that I have not made, oh, and I have another one. So this is a blend. This is frankincense and myrrh and honey and another, this is like my proprietary blend. So I can't tell you everything I've put in this, but I believe I have the scents from Candle Science. This smells so good. I have my hand soap. I've blended 3 different fragrances and it is wonderful. My hand soap smells great. So I thought surely a candle will also smell great. I hope so. Okay. So those are the ones that are my favorite. I'm going to put those back, and those are the ones that were my favorite out of the whole haul from Brambleberry, but I want to go ahead and smell some of these. So I did get a frankincense and myrrh just to smell someone else's, and this smells wonderful. It smells a little bit different than Candle Science's. This doesn't have the sweet smell that Candle Science's has, but it does smell very good. So I'd like to see this possibly either in a lotion or a soap for me. I'm sure it would smell good in a candle as well. And then I have the Sensuous Sandalwood. So this smells very tobacco-y. I don't know why. You know, like I wish I would have brought the scent notes here. It does not to me smell like a sandalwood to me. I love sandalwood. I love it. Some people think it's more masculine fragrance, but it smells so good for me. But this Sensuous Sandalwood, I personally did not like out of the bottle. The next one was Night Violet. And I believe I did like this one. I think I just chose, I have a, not only the Night Violet, I think it was the, let me look, Violet Moon Dance. So I only wanted one violet. This smells fantastic. I love it. There is a flowery and maybe a citrusy or sweet fragrance to that. I do like that. So the next one is Cedar and Amber. So amber can be, this smells very cedary to me. It smells like cedar. So amber, I do not smell in that so much. To me, it smells straight cedar. And I would like to mix this possibly with something else. I don't like that straight out of the bottle. So like I said, you know what? I'm kind of sad I didn't make this one. This is Peach Prosecco. And it smells like peach. I've got to make this into a candle. This is going to be my next candle. I think I have no idea why I only chose 6 of them to make. This would be my 7th one. So I'm going to put this to the side to remind myself to make a candle out of this. This is yummy. And I have a Paris collection. I'm going to do an Italian collection too. I'm Italian after all. Okay, so next I'm going to do an unboxing. And I'm going to pause. Oh no, I guess I can do this with my pen. I do not have my scissors here. I'll use my pen. And I think these are my bottles. So I am going to go, instead of my clear bottles, I am going to go with amber. And I think that's what this is right here. My amber bottles. So this is what my bottle of my, oh yay, okay, it's all in one big, oh my, okay, but that's how, they're plastic bottles, so that's how they come. So I don't know if I've received them all actually. I think I have another shipment coming. But instead of this 32 ounce concentrated clear, I am going to put it in, and I think I must have, okay, these are my caps. Great, I've got my caps. I was a little scared I didn't have my caps. I'm going to put it in this bottle. It is a huge bottle. It is going to be a 32 ounce, and this will be also sealed. I do have a sealer, and this is to protect my essential oil. So these are great. I got this from United States Plastic Corp. So what really gets a small business, I would say, is the darn shipping cost on all these products. And you know, when you're a big business, you can buy thousands and thousands of product and the shipping doesn't matter. When you're a small business and you're buying small amounts, the shipping is huge. And it's hard to pass that along to the customer because you want to be at least in the range of some of competitors. So anyway, small business challenges. Okay, here is, I am going also to an amber bottle on all. So what you will receive when you receive my all-purpose cleaner is you will receive this bottle, and you'll receive this filled of 32 ounce concentrate, which will give you 64 ounces once you pour it into, it'll give you 4 of these bottles. So I want these to be the same, and I was shipping, I believe, these, but now that I'm running out of this, usually people would put this in a cabinet. Sometimes people were putting this on their windowsill, which is not great for essential oils. So I want it protected no matter what. I want the best product. So that's what I'm going to, and I'm sharing all that with you. Next, this is my very last thing. Okay, so I was trying to find an alternative to my wood dough bowls, just because I do love a wood dough bowl, but I just wanted a different alternative. I also like concrete bowls. So I found these, and I was so happy with this. I have a large and a small. This doesn't look like much right now, but I will make it look beautiful because I will end up putting either some wax melts on top with and then when I finish it off, it'll actually have flowers on it and all kinds of fun stuff. But I was so sad. I bought a lot of these, and when they came in the mail, and I feel really bad for the person that shipped it, but hopefully they have UPS insurance and will receive they will get their money back. They all came broken, and I mean, they are in pieces. I have only 6, 7, 8 or 9 items out of 30 items. No, sorry, out of 36 items that survived. They were all packaged actually in this wonderful thick bubble wrap, and they were placed in a huge box. But when you place, even though each of these are individually wrapped, you have got to fill that box up with packaging paper so that the product inside does not move. You have to put something on the bottom and something on the top, because UPS or whoever is shipping, even though there is a fragile label on it, they're not very fragile with it. So I was so sad about that. And it's going to be okay. They did ship from Canada. Look how big. This is gigantic. And it's going to be so pretty. I do have a few of these, and I'll have a few of the smaller ones. She did paint these. I mean, they're so pretty. But I had to cancel the order and it just took a long time. And they came in. She tried to reship what she did, and they still came broken. So I just can't rely on that. I'm so sad. And I'm looking at my one last candle here that I'm going to go talk to you about. This came out so beautifully, and I am so happy with this, and I can't wait until someone purchases it and can experience that happiness at their house when they light it or when they give it as a gift. And that is it. And that's enough. So like, subscribe. that is a lot of information today, but I guess I was off for a couple of weeks. My main thing is to name this lifestyle, self-care, inspirational channel. So I hope you guys have a great day.